Good day again from Australia. Sun and Steel here uh, with the first instalment of Dawn Veteran One Man's Struggle Against the Odds. So the whole point of this series is to show just how hard it is to play a single target melee character through the current veteran, which is not meant as a complaint by any means. I'm enjoying the challenge, especially with this type of build, which really puts you up against it. But just so you guys can have a bit of an idea what an average player might encounter, what they might actually see if they try to build a single target, dedicated single target damage build. No, I don't think so. Good on you. Also, I've got voice attack enabled for those of you that wonder what's going on. So I'm going to be playing a hybrid style using both mouse and voice attack commands to navigate my character through the content. Alright, we'll start by creating our character. We'll call him Dawn Veteran. The Dawn Veterans are a branch of the Black Legion who were there at the beginning of the Grim Dawn, who fought the first waves of ethereals that entered the world of Cairn. And have survived to the present day, and are seasoned fighters against all forms of extraterrestrial, intraterrestrial, cyber-terrestrial life forms that have invaded their homeland. Alright, let's go. So we'll be playing hardcore. Death's permanent, that's it. It's all over for me. If we bite the dust here. Let's try out voice attack. Move. Move. There you go. Sweet. Move. Okay, so everything looks pretty cool at the start. A lot of people were complaining about how many hits it takes to kill. How many hits it takes to kill the mobs at the start because of all the misses. Well, you can see that's fairly negligible. I missed 3 in a row, but then there you go, I just hit 3 in a row. It's 4, 5, 1 miss. So you're basically getting, like I pointed out to that fucking dude on the forums, and Madeira went and said the same thing again later. If you got 5 guys, you're basically hitting enough to kill 4 of them without too much trouble. As you can see though, damage stacks up pretty quick. You can't just stand in a crowd of these fellas and expect to survive for very long. Which is great. Sort of makes me want to play zoomed in and pretend like I'm not playing an ARPG. Right. Alright, just got our first level up. So I'm going to start off in the demolitionist skill tree. 2 points in the mastery, 1 point in fire strike to start off. And that's going to be our main attack. Let's go back out here and have a look up here. So the whole point of this build is to be a dedicated single target melee build. And for those people that keep calling that poison, that's not actually poison, that's fucking acid. There's no DOT, you only take damage as long as you stand in the pool. Left. 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 Right. Right. Voice attack's a lot of fun. I love it. So if you had an infrared pointer, you could basically play this game hands-free using an IR pointer, headset and voice attack. Which is really cool considering there are some people that don't have very good use of their hands. That could really enjoy this game. Immerse themselves in it for want of something else to do. Left. 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 Right. Here he comes. Right. Right. Items. Thank you. What a wonderful stash it is too. Okay, so we're at 89%. Switch. So I've got nothing equipped there, so it won't switch for me. Right. Left. Items. Switch. No, it's not going to do it. Do it now. Switch. So you'll see as I progress, this actually, unless I find some fucking good gear, playing this sort of build becomes a really hard slog. It really is one man against the odds, against all adversity. Been a pretty easy run for me so far. I haven't encountered any large groups yet. As soon as you encounter a large group, you know about it. It actually forces you to start to think tactically, even against base level fodder mobs, which is quite enjoyable. Makes the game infinitely more interesting. For me anyway. Some people just want to rush through this shit, and I can understand that, but there's plenty of ways if you just want to rush through the lower level content. I mean, most of those guys are using stuff from their stash anyway, so I can't see what the problem is. It's just that they got to go up to Chrysog before they can. They have to suffer the inconvenience until they can get to Chrysog and get into their gear. And he probably hands their ass to them as well in the process, which doesn't look real good if you're streaming live on Twitch or something. Alright. Let's have a look up here. Right. 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 Left. 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 That's it. Thank you. I actually find it worthwhile to pretty much clear out the whole first area. Really doesn't add that much extra time to the overall completion time of the game. And usually you put on a couple of levels, which is handy, especially playing a character like this or a build like this. And you get to find some gear too, which will help you out later. Oh, look at that. Right. Yeah, having an easy run of it this time. You get a group of 10 or 12 zombies in one go. And you really got to start thinking about what's going on. How you're going to handle it so you don't just waste your potions. Because that's the other thing, potion and constitution management become a lot more important to you, especially with this particular build. That's why I wanted to show this build, because it really pushes a lot of the systems that Crate have put in place that are actually overlooked or trivialised by builds that use different skills, or guys just run straight to their stash and grab as much shit as they can to buff their character at lower levels just to get through it. I can understand that if you've got ideas for an upper level build, you don't want to dick around here for too long, especially if you've run it, you know, fucking 100 times. I must have run this fucking area 1,000 times easily. And to be honest with you, it's actually one of my favourite areas in the whole game. Maybe because it's like an old friend to me now. Like an old pair of boots, man. It just, feet slide straight in, fucking beautiful. There you go. Out the door we go. Off on an adventure. Left. Right. Right. Yep. Oh, run straight into trouble there. These are a bit slow, boys. Fortunately for me. Right. Left. Left. Alright, here's a bigger crowd. So quite easily. Alright, we're going to split them up. Quite easily get pizzled in a situation like that. Whoop. Items. Skills. I fucking know it. Hey. Left. Left. Yeah. That's a new addition there. That's usually there too now when I come through. Never used to be one there. Left. 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 Oh. Looks like we're going to crash. Yep. There you go. This happened to me earlier in Burridge. Game crashed, but unfortunately I'm still operational. Menu. Menu. Right. So I'm still getting attacked, as you could hear, but as you can see there's nothing I can do about it. Looks like there's a zombie form there. Another one over here. So I'm taking damage at the moment, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we're going to quit the desktop and restart it. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'll post this so you can see the bug, and hopefully that'll be of some use to you. I'll pick it up later from that waypoint, try and run back through there and get to the waypoint, which will make all the mobs higher level, which is going to make it even harder for this build, but so be it. So I'll catch you later.